Hi guys, I thought I'd give this video thing a shot and wanted to show a simple recipe that I make here at Mutiny Ranch, just with simple household stuff. And this is a mayo recipe. So there's tons of them on the internet. All are pretty basic. This is a very basic one, so likely to have all the ingredients at home. But it's super tasty. So we've had guests here and they ask for the mayonnaise that I make because they say it tastes better than the store-bought. So it's really fresh. It makes a small batch. You're not going to waste it, and you'll always have a nice fresh batch since it's not going to be a gigantic jar. So depending on how much you go through, that is. So this is just for one small pint jar of mayo. And our ingredients are an egg, and I do have a vegan version that I will try to show later. This is from our own chickens. If you get store-bought or you're just not sure where your eggs come from, I have read that it's recommended that you wash your eggs, but I know where my eggs come from, and I don't wash my eggs unless I'm selling them. So the egg, a little bit of ground mustard. I have used like Dijon prepared mustard in a pinch, and it works just fine. I can't tell the difference, but dry mustard, oil, of course. Mayonnaise is basically eggs and um, oil. So um, I use the sunflower non-GMO oil. I've tried olive oil. I've tried avocado oil, and each one kind of lends its own flavor. Some seem a little bit heavier than others. A lot of recipes will call for canola. So you can experiment, decide which one you prefer, which one you think is healthier, or do a little bit of a blend until you find the one that works best for you. And since I kind of have a picky eater, and that would be Clark, the sunflower oil seems to be the lightest, imparts the lightest flavor. So that's what I choose. And a little bit of salt. This is just pink Himalayan salt. And then you have to do, I think it's called an acid. So um, the recipe I'm going by is from food.com, and I'm improvising my own apple scrap vinegar that's homemade from last year, so it's nice and aged. So I'm doing apple scrap vinegar. I've done just a regular store bought apple cider vinegar. White distilled vinegar is what's called for in the recipe. Um, Sometimes the vinegar can be overwhelming. You could do lemon juice or even half and half. So again, it's something you can experiment with and see what your taste preferences are. And that's the beauty of making it at home. So, so the first thing we do, and a handy stick blender is um, the easiest way to mix this up quickly. So basically you just take your egg and crack it. I use a wide mouth jar because my stick blender fits right in it. And we'll just pop this little guy in there. And then it's a half a teaspoon of dry mustard and a half a teaspoon of salt. And again, that can be to taste as well. So once those are in there, I'll give it a little buzz. And then we'll do 2 tablespoons of our apple scrap vinegar. Again, you could do ACV, you could do white vinegar, you could do like a tablespoon of vinegar and a tablespoon of lemon juice if you feel the vinegar is a little too much or too flavorful. And a little buzz again. And I just like to kind of pre-mix it before I start adding the oil. And then to this, we're going to add 1 cup of our oil of choice. So of course, again, you can mix and match if you want to try to add a little olive oil instead of straight up sunflower or whatever your choice is. Let your taste buds and your budget dictate how you want your mayonnaise to taste. So this is the part I'm going to be running the blender while I slowly add the mayonnaise, and you'll see the magic start to happen, hopefully, if I have the video lined up correctly. So let me take a peek. Okay, that should be good there. Once it's blended up, you're left with this beautiful mayonnaise here. So it is all set to go and ready to make an egg salad or tuna fish salad or spread on a nice sandwich. Make some deviled eggs, whatever you want. It's quite delicious. It has the same consistency as store-bought, but it's very simple, an easy recipe. So whether you prefer store-bought or not, this is a nice little recipe for if you're in a bind and you find yourself run out of mayonnaise. So I will normally just write on here with a Sharpie the date, just so I kind of get an idea of how long it's been in the fridge in case we don't use it up right away. So I'd say probably good for about 2 weeks, and let your taste buds and nose dictate. So, but again, do your own research about your eggs. I know a lot of people are freaked out about salmonella. So, there is raw egg in there. So, use your best judgment on that. Be sure you keep it cold and store it in the fridge. I will do a second video, if this one turns out okay, for a vegan version. So if you're a little freaked out about the raw egg, or you are simply vegan and avoiding eggs or have egg allergies, I'll show a vegan version. So, but anyways, there's your mayonnaise. And I think I have a lot of eggs, so we might be doing some egg salad today. All right, have a good one. Thanks for watching.